Yo guys, welcome to a brand new Babble Mouth podcast, episode 3 of the Babble Mouth podcast. I don't know if I just said that right. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. If I did, fuck. But anyway guys, welcome to a new episode of the Babble Mouth podcast. I think I just fucked it up again. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Babble Mouth podcast, brought to you by ImNexusss. ImNexusss. Whichever it is, it doesn't really matter. But anyway guys, welcome to the Mouth podcast. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hope you're having a good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever the fuck it may be. Maybe you just fucking jerked off a couple minutes ago and you're feeling good. Maybe you just jerked off and you're not feeling great. Maybe you're laying in bed right now listening to this. Maybe you're fucking naked in bed right now, fucking your bitch. I don't know. Whatever it is that you're doing, hopefully you're at least having a good time. Because not having a good time, it's just not a good time, am I right? Anyway, guys, I know what you're thinking. This is the third episode this week, and yes, so this is where I want to get started in this podcast, because basically what's going on right now is I've decided that I just have so many things that I want to talk about that I changed the description, so the podcast is going to be, it says new episodes every week, and by that I mean multiple a week. I'm not going to put multiple episodes every week or whatever. I'm just going to put there's going to be new episodes every week. At least there's going to be a minimum of one episode per week. I'd like to do at least 2 or 3 a week. They're not going to be like every single day, it's going to be like Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or, something like that. I mean, they're not going to be the same days every week, but more than likely you'll probably get an episode on Sunday and Monday. Probably not both those days, but, I'll record a new episode. Probably multiple, because I didn't actually know, but on Anchor, where this podcast is hosted, I actually can schedule. I didn't know yet I could, because when I had a podcast with CoolMe666, so go follow him on Twitter at CoolMe666. That's KOOLME666 on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all those. Go check them out. But I used to have a podcast with him called the All for One podcast, but we actually ended up leaving that group. If you guys want to know the story between that, what happened between us and All for One, if you're one of those guys that are in that group and want to know what happened to us, let me know on Twitter, and I can hit you guys up with that story as well. Maybe I'll just talk about it anyway in one of these podcasts, but I'll probably wait for Kumi, because I know that eventually he said he would be willing to be a guest on the podcast, but just not right now. Also, if any of you guys want to be guests on the podcast, let me know in the DMs on Twitter, Instagram, whichever. I haven't actually tried to even get many people on the podcast, so we'll see how that goes. I might ask a few people here and there, but right now I kind of just want to do my own thing. But anyway, so yeah, multiple episodes of the podcast every single week. As of right now, this will probably be the last one for this week. If anything, there might be another one on Sunday. But definitely will be one on Monday, more than likely. But we'll just have to see where this podcast goes, guys. We'll just see. But anyway, getting into the first and the big topic, which I don't know if this is in the title or not of this podcast. It's definitely into the description. But basically what happened is I managed... So if you guys didn't hear the story... Basically, I had to sell my GPU, my RTX 2070. It was the NVIDIA RTX 2070, and I sold my Ryzen 7 2700X CPU. And that made it so that I can't stream the games that I want to stream. Well, I can still stream. We'll get into that part. Okay, we're gonna get there. But basically, I had to sell those parts, and my PC is now about as useful as a potato. Potatoes are good, but I'm just saying, my PC is definitely not meeting my standards anymore. But recently, actually today, I did a streaming test on Twitch Inspector. If you don't know what that is, basically, Twitch Inspector is a thing where you can go on, you can add a little bit of text to your stream key, and basically it'll stream to a website. But you'll still appear offline, but you'll be able to stream to a website, and it'll tell you if your stream is stable or if it's not stable. You have to do it for like 15 minutes. I did it for a half hour. I just went on Among Us and just played in the free play mode or whatever, the offline or whatever you want to call it. I just played that for 30 minutes, just messing around. And we was fine. I can only stream at not 27. I can only stream at 2500 bitrate at 720p because I have a Ryzen 5 3400G with an integrated graphics. If you guys didn't know, not very powerful, but it is. If you guys do have one, it is good. It is strong enough to stream Among Us at 720p. I might be able to crank it up to 900p, maybe. I haven't really tested it because I'm also running off of wireless internet right now because of some issues I'm having with my provider that I have. Because I have my own internet in my room. I'm not going to say the provider or anything, but let's just say I do have my internet in my room, but I'm having some issues with them right now, so we're going to have to deal with that later. But eventually I'll get my Ethernet back, and then I'll just be back to having 20 upload, because for some reason, fucking, at least Central Oregon, the internet speeds are fucking weird here, because you can have a really high, like, download speed, but then the upload is fucked. Like, there's this company out here called Bend Broadband, and one of their packages, get this, one of their packages is 1 gig download and 20 upload. Like, what the fuck? And if you guys don't know how fast the one gig of upload is really good. That's fiber speeds. But then you have 20 upload. You only get 20 upload. And that's pretty much about as high as it gets here for homes. It's really fucking whack. But it is what it is. Usually 20 upload is more than enough to stream. Like, it's literally, you have extra. Like, it's more than enough. But it's just whack. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. 1 gig download. I mean, cool, yeah, 1 gig download. That's fucking crazy. I will take it. But then it's the upload. It's just fucking, it pisses me off. So basically, with this company that I'm with, it's not Ben Broadband, by the way. The company that I'm with, my plan is 150 download and then 20 upload. I wish my download was higher, but the company said the highest that they can do in my area is 150 through them. So it's kind of whack, because whenever I download something, like I'm updating a game or downloading whatever it is, Twitch, it only really happens with Twitch as well, because it doesn't really affect anything other than Twitch. But when I'm watching a stream and then I start downloading something, Twitch will just completely crash and doesn't work anymore. But if I'm on YouTube, YouTube will be fine. The quality might go down. But other than that, yeah, Twitch is really just fucked. But right now I'm using my roommate's internet, and theirs has been broadband. So yeah. But yeah, my internet, because I have my internet in my room, like I said, it's not been broadband. I have a different company. If you want to fucking figure out what it is, go for it. But other than that, yeah. So yeah, multiple podcasts a week. But yeah, what was I kind of just rambled on for a little bit on the fucking internet. That's how this podcast be. That's kind of why it's called Babble Mouth, because I'm going to ramble on about nothing. I mean, that's kind of what I like, you know? Just kind of sitting in the closet like I am. If you guys didn't know, I'm sitting in my closet that's in my room, obviously. It's not fucking outside or anything. So I'm sitting in my closet just because there's no echo in here, so I can go echo, echo, echo. And there's not a lot of area for sound to bounce. It's just right here. Boom. This is the best quality you're gonna fucking get out of me. Though I do want to do an intro in the beginning of the podcast. Kind of do like, these are the hot moments of the podcast. You kind of throw that in the beginning to get the listener to go and get their fucking dick hard as a rock, you know. Unless they're a woman, then fucking fingering yourself or something, you know, from the intro. And I am currently going to be working on something that probably won't be in this one. If it is in the beginning of this one, then there you fucking go. There's your quick little one tapper. But anyway, like I was saying, I had to sell the GPU and the CPU, so I can't stream. Boom. Pushed to today, September 30th, 2020. Basically yesterday, September 29th, I was able to get a DVI-D cable so I can use 2 monitors, because my motherboard has an HDMI port on it and has a DVI-D. And luckily, my other 2 monitors have a DVI-D port on them. So I was able to use one of them. So now I have 2 monitors. Because one of the other reasons that I didn't want to stream is because I would only have 1 monitor. If you've never streamed in your life, then this won't make sense to you. But if you stream on Twitch, you'll know that having 1 monitor is a fucking nightmare. It is a fucking nightmare having two monitors, because you can put your fucking, because if you stream off slobs, you get a an integrated chat that's like, it's there. You have your dashboard, you can see the subs, the follows, the bits, the donations, whatever it may be. Boom, it's right there, and your chat is all there as well, and you can still control everything the stream's seeing as well. So all through one thing, it's badass. That's what I use. And if I didn't use that, it'd still be fine, because you can use the Twitch app on like a phone or an iPad or tablet or whatever it may be. But having slobs and a second monitor, so much better. So I was able to get that to work. So now I'm running two monitors, and that was one issue fixed. And then, like I said, I did the Twitch inspector, and it was stable. So we can stream, at least we can stream Among Us. That's what I'm going to be doing mainly for right now, until I'm either feeling bored of it, which, I don't know, it was kind of fun just playing in free, because I was practicing tasks just to figure out where everything is, how to be imposter better, just kind of just learning the maps. I don't even know, I think it was called Sked. I don't know what map it is, it's the original one, I would think is the main map that you see. I don't know what it's called, though. I don't know what any of the maps are called, to be honest with you. The spaceship, I guess it would be a spaceship, is what it is. Not the one that's on the ground with the lava. I'm on the spaceship. That's the one I practiced. And I figure out the common tasks, because I was playing with my friend Pogs, or some of you might know him as Dad Cypher. I was playing with him the other day, and he was telling me that I could have gotten fucked over, because I didn't do keys. And if you didn't know, keys is one of the common tasks. And if you don't know what a common task is, basically a common task is a task that everyone gets. Even the imposters get a common task. And I didn't do it. So I was instantly suspicious, and I was an imposter. But it was like my second or third match ever of playing the game. And I still haven't even played that much, but it was literally my third match. So he let me go. We ended up winning that match. Because I actually killed Pogs. It was the next person I actually killed. And then after that, I think I killed one more person. And then we won the match. So it was kind of badass. But it is what it is. But yeah. So I will be streaming probably sometime this weekend. This is the thing, though. I'm only going to be streaming on my days off. I'm not streaming on days that I work. Because I don't know if I even said this, but I'm going to be working from 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Starting on this Thursday, which would be tomorrow, or tonight, I guess, or today. I don't know what time it is right now. But basically, whenever you're hearing this, it's probably Thursday for you, October 1st. I also get paid tonight, that's cool. But unfortunately, this check is kind of everyone else's and not mine, so it is what it is. That's kind of how my next couple of checks are going to be. But we got to figure out, got to pay off this debt, and then we're good to go. But yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to upgrade my PC, which is actually the next thing I want to talk about. So basically, this is what my PC build is going to be. So I lost an RTX 2070, an NVIDIA RTX 2070. It was the silver one that looked badass. It came in a badass fucking box. It's like it was in a fucking spaceship capsule. It looks sick. So I'm probably going to go back to that graphics card. If not, I was thinking of going to a 3080. But I was like, I kind of want to get back to it fast, because I don't want to save a ton of money just to do something silly. So I was either thinking the 2070 again, the same card I had, or doing a 2060 Super, which is still 8 gigs of video memory. It's just a little slower. It was like 50. It's like, I don't even know. It was like a little slower in terms of clock speed and everything. So I was thinking of doing that, because there was versions of the 2060 Super. I think it was like the Asus or like the Gigabyte, or both were faster than a 2070. So we'll see what happens. But they were also cheaper than a 2070, because the 2070 retail price at like Best Buy is $499.99. And the CPU, I'm going to go back to the same CPU, the Ryzen 7 2700X. We're going to overclock that bitch to like 4.4 gigahertz. I might even fucking boost it up a little more, because we're getting a new fucking radiator, baby. A new fucking cooler. We're probably gonna boost that bitch to like 4.1, 4.2. I think it can go up to like 4. I don't even know. I think it's like 4.2 is the max. We might bump that bitch to the max. But I had it overclocked at 4.0, and then my RAM was overclocked at 2667. which it is now. Because right now I have the 3400G that's in the PC right now. I have that overclocked to 4.0, and my RAM's overclocked to the max. And it seems to be running fine. I don't know how much performance difference it is really doing. I was trying to play Tarkov without streaming it or even doing anything with it. It wasn't doing great, but Tarkov is also it eats away at every little fucking resource you have, so it's not surprising that game didn't run, but it is what it is. But yeah, so we're going to go into that. I'm going to be changing out all my hard drives and putting fresh Windows on it as well, because I don't want to use a mechanical hard drive anymore. So we're going to be doing a fat, probably like a fat 2 terabyte SSD, and then I want to get 2 separate M.2s. I don't know how big those, probably like 2 500s. I might as well just get like one terabyte. But we'll see. This is still, I probably will start with a 1 terabyte M.2 and then get a fat SSD, and then eventually down the line we'll get another M.2. But I'm not changing out my motherboard, so I can only do one M.2, because my motherboard currently only has one M.2 slot. So we'll probably just do one M.2 slot and get it over. But I do want to get one with this time with a heatsink, because I got the 970 Evo. That was the M.2 I had before. Then it was one of the things I also sold with the graphics card and the CPU. Didn't have a heatsink, so we're going to get one that has a heatsink. I don't know which one yet, but we'll see. I might just go back to 970 Evo, but the 980 Evo is actually coming out here soon. I think it said like October 12th or something. So maybe we'll just go straight to that. Have a real fast SSD. Or M.2, sorry. I don't know what kind of SSD. I'll probably just do a Samsung. Or, I don't know, we'll see. I know Samsung are pretty good, so I'll probably just do a Samsung SSD. But I also want to get a separate M.2. This is why I wanted M.2 in the first place. Was to put Windows on it, so that my fucking computer boots in like fucking half a second, and I can get straight to jerking off. That was the main reason, but I don't know. We'll see. This is still a work in progress. Before I do any of that, I'm gonna get a fucking, the CPU and the GPU are coming before any of that, but I want to get a new case, so I probably am still gonna do that. So yeah, we're gonna do that as well. We're doing a new case, and then we're getting all the parts, but we're using the same motherboard. We're gonna get rid of the hard drive and the SSD I currently have. We're gonna swap that out with new shit, put new Windows on it. I just need to make sure I make a Windows 10 flash drive, or I'm fucking myself royally, which we don't want to do. We don't want to fuck ourselves anymore. But yeah, anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight, before we end this podcast, was Clash of Clans. I've been playing this game a lot lately because I can't play a lot of games on my PC currently. I can't play a lot of games on my PC to the standard that I would want, which at the standard would be at the top of the top, I mean, I'm not a graphics kind of gamer. I want as much FPS as I possibly can gamer, but I play at 1080p, but most of the games a lot of my games I play at low settings, but with like high textures. So you still get really good FPS, but the game looks good as well. Tarkov is like that, but Tarkov is weird where the settings need to be higher for you to get more FPS. It's kind of weird. It's something weird like that, where you have to like have higher settings and the game get more FPS or something. But I actually did test out Call of Duty Modern Warfare today at a 1600 by 900 FPS in game, low settings, and it was actually working. It was getting like 60-70 FPS off a 3400G. Only 3400G, overclocked, but a 3400G. It was like 60-70 FPS in certain areas. But I only tested one map. I didn't test multiple, so it might do better if you're on a map that's enclosed all the way. You might honestly be able to get 80-90 if you're on like Rust or something, where it doesn't have to render a lot. I don't even know what map it was called. I forgot. Hackney Yard, I think it's what it's called. I think it's called Hackney Yard. That's the map. That's like the default custom map pick, so yeah. But really, let's talk about Modern Warfare for a second. We're gonna talk about Modern Warfare for just a second. So basically, they released Season 6 came out, I think like 2 days ago or something. I don't fucking know when. I think it's Tuesdays is when they dropped their shit. But they released 2 new weapons with this update, with the Season 6 update, and it was the AS Val and the M700. But the M700 is in March. It's not called the M700 in game, but that's what the rifle is. It's the M700 rifle, sniper rifle. But in this game, it's a marksman rifle, and basically, it's really fucking strong. It's definitely up there with the Kar 98. Only thing is the Kar 98 definitely ADS is faster, so I would say the Kar 98 is still stronger overall. They both one tap, but the Kar 98 overall is still the better marksman rifle and probably the best sniper in the game. But I would say the M700 is definitely getting close, because if you build the M700 in a certain way, you can still ADS pretty quick. Because the M700 gets a bolt trait or a bolt option on the gun. It's called like something feather, basically where you can chamber a round really fast, or you can make it so that when you chamber the round, you're like dead accurate. It's like something like that. It's like, because when you're using the feather bolt, you chamber a round really fast, like you cock the bolt back and everything real fast, but then you're kind of like swaying a lot more. It's interesting. You'd have to look at it. It's the new marksman rifle in Modern Warfare. Go check it out. The AS Val is in the game in Modern Warfare. It is definitely a strong weapon. I don't know if it's going to be the best gun in the game, but it is definitely up there. I mean, there is the DMR rounds, the SPP rounds you can use on it, which fucking one-tap headshot, at least on multiplayer. It's not going to one-tap on Warzone, but, I mean, if you use it on Warzone, it might fucking melt. So, I don't know. You'd have to hit the shots, though. It's definitely a close-range weapon. It can be used at medium range, but at long, you ain't hitting nothing, girl, because that shit will kick way too much at range. But up close, you can definitely control it. In that medium range, if you learn the pattern of it more, you can definitely... I mean, it's not hard to learn, but at longer ranges, you need to pull down a little more. But up close, yeah, you're a fucking laser beam. Anyway, let's move on to Clash of Clans like I was talking about. So basically, I've been playing Clash of Clans because my PC can't play a lot of games that I would like to play at a standard that I want to play it at. So we're playing Clash of Clans on mobile. I started playing, I think at this point in the podcast, I've been playing for about almost 2 weeks. It's been like almost 2 weeks, if that. I don't even know. It's been at least like a week, I think. And I'm already on Town Hall 5. We are currently upgrading Town Hall 5. It'll probably take, at this rate, if I keep the upgrades going, it'll probably take about 4 or so odd days before we upgrade to 6. Because it really just depends if I start gemming again. Because the reason I got to where I am so fast was because I was gemming a lot of things. I'm not going to be gemming as much anymore because I don't want to waste money on this game. But also my card is having some issue with... Like, I didn't even buy anything on my phone, but the fucking Apple settings is saying my card is declined. Like, I didn't even fucking do anything with the card. I don't know. I mean, I can still use the Apple Pay thing. Like, my card is still there, but it just says declined, and it's like there, but it's not there at the same time, so I can't download apps because my card is technically not there. But if I double tap the power button, I think, or is it the arrow? If I double tap some button, my card pops up because I have an iPhone 10, and it's obviously there's no home button, so there's nothing to hit. Other than that, but yeah. But Clash of Clans I've been playing a lot. I'm on Town Hall 5. My current favorite attack strategy is Giants and Wizards, and then you throw Wall Breakers in there as well. But then my clanmates have also been sending me Hog Riders, and those Hog Riders at my level is literal fucking cakewalk, 3-star, easy 100. They're pretty fucking OP for my level. But yeah, there wasn't really a lot I want to talk about Clash of Clans. I just thought I'd let you guys know that I am a Clash of Clans god. But if you guys do want to join my clan on Clash of Clans, it is called Gutsy Dave. Tell him I sent ya. If you join the clan, just be like, ImNexusss sent ya, or Thomas, because my name in the clan is Thomas. So you're going to want to say Thomas sent me over from his podcast. If you guys do join, feel free. It is it's an open clan. All you have to do is join. There's no trophy requirement or anything. Yeah, just join the clan. Gutsy Dave. That's capital G U T S Y, capital D A V E, and there's a space between Gutsy and Dave. But yeah, go follow it. Just look for me in the clan. I don't know how many clans there are called Gutsy Dave, so it's probably not going to be that hard to find. But yeah, other than that, guys, that is pretty much going to be it for this podcast. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at ImNexusss. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, also at ImNexusss. On Instagram at ImNexusss. I don't use Instagram a lot, but go follow me anyway. I don't have a Facebook page because I'm not a fucking asshole. And that's it for me. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy your night. And I'll see you guys later.